What's up, everybody? This is your favorite person in the world, your favorite #1 hacker. This video blog has nothing to do with shareholders. This is my personal video blog to some of you guys, mostly directed to my haters and my new business partners. I want to thank you guys. You saw the press release yesterday. I want to thank you guys for making my reality show that I really wanted a reality. I couldn't have did it without most of you guys out there. I sent some shouts out to you yesterday, and there's a few people I dropped off, but your names will come up later. But you gotta work with me. I'm losing my voice from my birthday parties this weekend. Anyways, I want to thank every person who posted those negative comments. You really didn't hurt me. You know, the thing is, and this is so consistent among what everybody says who's ever read your stuff. People in the security industry, our vendors, customers, everybody that we had read it. Who are these people and how do they have so much time on their hands? Think about it. If you were actually working and making a difference out there, you wouldn't have time on your hands to be worried about what other people think or what other people are doing. It's funny to us. I put that video blog up there the other day of 4 rap songs talking about haters. We need you guys because you're motivators. Every time you come out with some negative stuff, we come out with some positive stuff. For instance, let's go over something. 1, this LIGATT leaks. I love you. Whoever did it, I love you. Because that was so original. That was a great move too. Going LIGATT leaks. I just did WikiLeaks. I think whatever you did, you got a little bit of respect out of me on that one. But you lost that little bit of respect because you're posting up information that is BS. First, you put up a website. You don't have any information to go on the website. So what do? You send an email blast out to some of the employees. The email list that you have is old. Email addresses have been changed. So only like a few people actually got it. So what do? We send you back an email using our program, Port Snitch. So that way, when you get the program, even though you was using Hushmail, it doesn't grab the IP address of Hushmail. It grabbed your personal IP address. So now we send you some fake information and you post it up there. Now, it's important. This information was about the email that I was supposed to have sent out on December 9th. We picked that because December 9th, I was on an airplane on my way to California during the time that email was sent. December 9th is my brother's birthday. I was flying out to California for my brother's birthday party. And we sent that email specifically during the time I would be on the plane. So that way, if you come back and say he sent this email, in addition to it, every email that I send out has my signature on the bottom of the email. Doesn't matter if it's into employees or whoever. My signature is not on there whatsoever. And everybody who gets an email from me, some of you guys may have, you know that I have my name, company name, Twitter page, Facebook, all of that on there. On your emails, there isn't. There was a reason why. So when I do this video blog showing that you were full of it, I can point these things out. I can point out that I was on a plane on the way out. I could have used any day for that email. Why would I use the day that I'm flying to California? Now, in addition to that, you posted something today and you played your hand too early about Greg trying to join 100 Black Men. Listen, dum-dum, it goes back to you guys can't believe everything you read. And you need to check your source because you guys are not journalists. 1, I'm not trying to join the Black Men, 100 Black Men. 2, if I wanted to join 100 Black Men, I don't qualify to join 100 Black Men. You cannot have a criminal record and join 100 Black Men. You cannot, you also have to be, or they'd like you to have, a college degree in order to join 100 Black Men. I've known about 100 Black Men forever. If I was going to join 100 Black Men, I would not join the Atlanta chapter. I would join a chapter where everybody in there were all friends, buddies for the last 10 years or so. So For you to do that was wrong, because what you did do was this. One of our employees or one of our interns wanted to join 100 Black Men. So we signed them up yesterday to give them, sponsor them for 100 Black Men. Cut them a check, gave them a letter of reference. The only way you would have known about this was yesterday. And by you posting that today, you played your hand. So we know exactly how you did it. And we were already on to you in the first place. So I just wanted to let you know that. So again, 100 Black Men, I was not joining. You trying to email them and spam them, let me say this to you. They could care less about you guys. They really can. That's why I still go to their functions. That's why they still have me speak, because they can care less about what you guys are putting up there. You make no contributions whatsoever to any organization that we deal with or they deal with. Next, let's talk about, should I save that? I'm going to save that one for last. DC3. One, I wasn't going to DC3. I had plans on, I flew into town on Monday. Tuesday, I went to Tuesday night. I went to their mixer that were there at the hotel. That night on Tuesday, I think I took the 11 o'clock flight, red-eye, to California to go visit buy.com. You guys read about the press release on that Wednesday or Thursday of last week during the conference. I'm closing deals. I'm out here making money. I can care less about the DC3 conference. And the poster that you guys are putting up on the internet saying that Greg was banned, I wasn't banned from DC3. I was at the conference. I mixed and mingled with so many doggone people, including I saw our boy, Christy, at the conference as well. So for you guys to sit there and say he was banned or he stole something was ridiculous. There was no reason for you guys to even, for me, one, last year was the first time I went to the conference. I was invited guest of Infinity Technology. Infinity Technology invited me to the conference. So you guys sitting there trying to say he came to the conference because he lied and said he was part of the NSA, or he came so he could steal information out of the book and put it, all that is BS. I know where that came from. So we'll go into that in a second. But me being banned from a conference, I was not banned. And 4 of our employees attended the conference. I don't attend security conferences like that. I went last year for networking purposes because of the people I was doing business with. Outside of that, excuse me, one of my phones. Outside of that, if I wanted to go to the DC3 conference, I would have been there. But most security conferences I don't go to. I run a company now. I'm not out there doing the front lines doing work. That's what I pay people for. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. Let's go on to this because I want to make this quick. You guys are some of the stupidest, smartest people I know. You are very smart when it comes to investigations, trying to do some of your hacking work, all of that. When it comes to hacking, let me say that. That's where you're very good at. But you're not me. You don't have anybody calling you up asking you, Greg, can you help us with CCTVs? You have no entertainers. You never had Rupert Murdoch pat you on your back and say good job because he saw you on one of his news programs. Never had that happen. You never had a senator invite you to come in and help him write a bill on cybercrime. You never had that. You don't have law enforcement calling you up asking you for help. You don't have that. You guys are one-dimensional. You think penetration testing. I think outside of the box. I think of everything in security. Just to let you guys know, when I go out and do a speaking engagement on cyberbullying or cyber stalking, I don't even bring my presentation. You know what I bring? I bring my iPad, hook it up to the projector, and I use your Twitter. I use your pages to turn around and show them how people go out and do cyberbullying and how you're supposed to protect yourself. And one way you're supposed to protect yourself is register your personal domain names. You guys didn't do it. Then you got an attitude when I turned around and did it. Yes, I did it. What? You should have did it. If you're so good, you would have already done it. So you guys are sitting here talking about the subpoenas got squashed. Greg Evans lost in court. Dumb or dummies. I never lose. First of all, if you watch my other video blogs in the past, I play chess, not checkers. You guys play checkers. Oh, you hear something, you turn around and you automatically call the people before you got all the information. You get something, you automatically believe it's true, and you put it up on the internet before you got all the facts. While you guys were watching my pawn, which was John Moore and the lawsuit that we filed, and we only had one person served. Who did we have served? Randy Morse, somebody that lives further away than everybody else. So now we filed that lawsuit. So while all of you guys are sitting there watching this lawsuit, while all of you guys are sitting over here watching complaining about these subpoenas, we had filed a lawsuit in another state. That's right. So while you guys were fighting this one, we had everything ready to go so we could file in the other state same day. Then what we did was we went out and got the subpoenas and we subpoenaed all the companies. How in the world do you think I found out about Chris French and him living or working at 13500 Darcy Parkway, or his IP addresses, or Robert Finkel, who went to the University of South Wales, who lives in Australia right now? I know what company you work for. You work for, what is that, Salt Bush Group? In addition to that, I even know your boss's names. In addition to that, Kyle Cooper. He's a loser. He just moved here. And I hope Kyle sees this, because we're in the same town, Kyle. If you live in the same city as me and you had a problem, you know our address. You could have knocked on the door and said, I got a problem. But that's okay. In addition to that, we had Chris John Riley. He's way in Austria hiding behind his keyboard. Everybody laughs at Chris. Chris calls up to CNN one day while I'm sitting 2 desks over from the producer, sitting there complaining, oh, Greg's this, and his Am I Hacker Proof, he's trying to sell this, he's trying to upgrade the service. He's this, you need to go to attrition, you need to do that. Don't you think that these guys have already done their background checks before they had me on? They don't need you. They know what's real and what's not real. So, and for you to sit there and say I wasn't real or I lied about my credentials, please. Then Chris thinks that we're lying, but we know where Chris is. We know that he lives in, I can't really pronounce it. It's like a Hayden, what is it? Henderrichstein, Australia. I mean, I even got the actual street address. So, I mean, your house number and everything in this little tiny ass town. Then we got Captain Timothy J. Tomes, yes, whose commander is Colonel Duncan. Yes, we've already spoke to the SSI or military police at your base. He probably didn't even know he was being investigated until today. Then we got Randy Morris, which Randy, we're only this close. And Krabby Bastard, what happened to you? I can go on and on. Every single person who's ever posted anything on Twitter, Facebook, or at a website about us, all that information has been like, we got you. That's the bottom line. So, with that being said, we're going to do part 2 of this video in 2 seconds.